Yo, 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 what's happening? What's good and what's poppin'? It's your boy, it's your dog, it's the God, it's the GOAT, it's Thomas the Prophet here, man. How y'all doing? How I'm doing? Man, honestly, I just wanted to record a video before I head into work. It's like 11 something, so I need to get ready soon. But what's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing? Man, I've been off IG for like the past 2 or 3 weeks, and honestly feeling good. Been on Twitter more. I'm not sure if that's a trade, a positive good trade, but I don't really follow anyone I know on there, so it kind of leaves some relief. And when I was on IG and stuff, you know how you just constantly see all the negative, toxic stuff, that mess up our minds and stuff. You know what I mean? I just had to get off. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be off it, but with Twitter, I only mean like follow quotes and like anime stuff and just wise words, shit I like, that shit we talk about on my channel. But with today's video, man, I'm not even sure how to go about it, but I'm gonna try my best because I always say that with things I say, it's gonna be a whole video of its own, and that but I still include it, in the video, but I think I'm just, do what it does with me and just speak from the heart and soul like I always do, because this ain't an entertainment channel, I rap and stuff. This is a human channel. This is for the healing and learning and growth and maturity and positivity and good. The thing I wanted to talk about is like, finally, just leaving everything in body from the past behind, because I talk about my story a lot here, and I motivate and encourage a lot of people to do so, because in our generation and time, whether you're Gen Z like me, because I was born in '99, oh, you bless me, sorry, but like if you're a Gen X or a millennial, like in this world, we don't really, we was never taught, how to be human. I mean, just people excuse a lot of things for being human, like a lot of negativity and toxicity, immorality, vanity, evil, and wrong. But that's not really being human. It's people want to be enabled and excused from their bullshit. That's bullshit, which is a separate video. And with another separate video topic, it's just like, it don't matter what you've gone and been through in your past. It should not lead you to become a bad person or negative person and do a lot of shitty, toxic, fucked up, wrong things. You know what I mean? Because everything I grew up in, it was just that. Like, even to this day, as a grown man working, a full-time job and handling the priorities and responsibilities of adult to life, and people, and I'm still young, like, for all my peoples out there, like, either went to school with or around my age or just whoever's watching, like, I'm 23 years old. I'm considered a man by societal standards, but honestly, I'm still a kid. You know what I'm saying? And with everything I grew up in, just in my neighborhood, in my environment, in my town, and just my state, it's like, and what I've been through, and my friendships and relationships, it was just a lot of pain. I mean, a bunch of hurt people hurting and disrespecting other people, and people that know better but want to make the excuse of them thinking and feeling that they don't know better to do a lot of bad things. You know what I mean? Like, my world, it's been like 2 years. Like, I was really thinking about it. Like, it's been 2 years since a lot of things like fell like happened and fell off in my life, and where I just try to start getting my life together in a positive way, because the world I was living in a couple years ago was not a positive nor healthy one, you know what I mean? With the people I was surrounded by and what was going on in my relationship, my what my friendships was like, and everything that how people was acting and people were doing with themselves, and just people's dispositions of false individuality and freedom and liberation, independence, and all that shit that that's been projected onto us, that we've been conditioned and programmed to. You know what I mean? It affected a lot of people. A lot of people. It affected me too, but I never crossed boundaries and lines for the most part. I'm not saying that I'm pure, but I know I never overextended myself with things I know I shouldn't have, like over excessive drug use or sex or violence and partying, smoking and drinking, and all that. Like, I smoked and drank, and it's nothing to be proud of. It's nothing to brag about, even though this generation pushes that narrative. Like, and only time I had sex was in my relationship, which I motivate for most people, but it's just with the people I was surrounded by, and things they was doing. It was not okay, because it was just a bunch of negativity, toxicity, drama, problems, issues, and people acting like they don't know how to act when they saying they going and been through this and that and a lot in their lives, when that's just one half, while the other half is people putting themselves through things to make their lives harder, you know what I mean? And like unconsciously I was doing that to myself, hurting myself, trying to put myself around things and people, trying to save them, and I'm just hurting myself because these people I love and care about, even when times I felt like I didn't even care about people, because I felt cold inside with a lot because of just everything I was going through when I was growing up, like in high school, in school, and just the teenage years. You know what I mean? How being treated in earlier adulthood. Like, a lot of people was cruel, was mean, disrespectful, heartless, rude, secretive, immature, ignorant, toxic, unaccountable, irresponsible, sexual, lustful, promiscuous, addicted, and just not the best company. And a lot of things in my past hurt me. You know what I mean? A lot of people hurt me, and I just the thing is, like, because I wrote this yesterday, and I'm pretty sure a couple people have seen this quote before. It's like, God will literally let things that people hurt and disrespect you so much till you have no choice but to move. You know what I mean? And that's really what happened. Even though I ended up going through back in doing like the worst 4 months of my life at that point, because while I was going through my ex and at my job, my old job, my friends, and just a bunch of a bunch of grimy things was being done to me, man. I wasn't perfect, and I probably acted out of impulse because my my thoughts were neglected a lot, when I'm literally sacrificing and giving, and I'm getting nothing in return, and all I want is to just love and care and respect and loyalty. But God put his strongest soldiers through the hardest things, and God don't put you through nothing that you can't handle, but it's just all about what and who you choose and decide to become. And sad to say, and hopefully people have a more positive future or present than they did back in the day. Majority of people, especially was influenced, inspired, let shit break them and let them become worse and more toxic, evil, and more lustful, promiscuous. It lead people to lie and cheat and steal and home wreck and disrespect and hurt others more. A lot of inhumanity in that. kind of is the world we live in nowadays, but that's what people choose and decide to become instead of becoming stronger, smarter, kinder, more humane, compassionate. Because we get taught that the world is cruel, and it's true. But just because the world is cruel, and just because people have been cruel, it don't mean that you need to be. And the realization I have with myself and a lot is like how, like, and I think it was like a psychology quote as well as like how your trauma can have you as like a 12, 15-year-old kid, even if you're like in a 30-year-old body. And that shit's crazy because like for so long my mind has been like in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like I could physically, like you could physically, even spiritually be present. You know what I mean? But mentally, emotionally, you're still in the past, where all that bad things was happening, where all those people was hurting you, and where you was crossing your own personal boundaries and lines that was, self-deprecating, self-harming, and disrespectful to you, and then you get stuck and caught in that constant loop, and it's like, yo, and I be having to tell myself like literally, I really be having to tell myself like, I ain't around those things and people no more, man. And I'm not saying like I was outside and doing this, that, and the third like most people want to proclaim they do. Like, nah, man, I'm not fake like that, and that shit is just wrong. It's morally wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're in the streets or you fucking around with girls or guys, like that shit's wrong. It's like disrespectful to you, and it's disrespectful to other human beings. But you don't. My generation and my culture, especially as a black man, really don't be knowing the fundamentals with all that, and sad to say, like, more people was against me with my ideals and like my morals because people just wanted to live their best lives and have fun, a good time, and do them, and we all know what that means, man. It's nothing good. It was no discipline, no respect, no focus. Like people was more focused on the external world instead of that internal world. And a lot of people around me was like numbing themselves in sex and drugs and alcohol and partying, or that's what they was doing, and hurting others because that was what was done to me. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not an angry, sad person, because I am, and I have been because I've been through bullying. I don't I don't know if I've been cheated on, like my old significant other had sex with someone, but she has no engaged in other conversations with guys behind my back, and I'm pretty sure I haven't seen everything, so that qualifies as cheating as well, not just your significant other having sex with someone. It's the secret conversations, and I was dealt with a lot of insecurity. I wasn't perfect with a lot. I probably could have been overbearing and like seemed controlling and possessive, but I never really wanted to be. But it's like, how would you feel when you don't feel safe or you never feel safe? And people don't really take people into consideration. And where I'm from, people really didn't care, and the majority of people still don't care. And it's sad, people just become crueler. Like a lot of times, I be feeling like I have a hardcore heart when I'm really like a good, empathizing, sympathizing, understanding, accepting, embracing, loving, caring, respectful, humane, honest, vulnerable, open, truthful person. And I hate that, like, I hate that I feel and think a lot of things that I do because of what was done to me and what I was around, whether it it just happened, or God had to have me learn a lot of lessons so I can be here in this point of life to talk to you in this video. So everything probably come, like everything and every person was for a reason. I mean, maybe it's for, to reach out to whoever with this video, because it motivated me to come out with this channel and become who I am. You know what I mean, truly, and try to help the world and better my community and people, just better life and people, the world, and love in general. But I just don't. I'm just like learning to like truly, especially after hearing some things, whether it's true or like, I heard that, my I was being like I was being talked shit about my ex because I couldn't stroke right, or like I didn't know how to move my hips when I was a whole virgin, basically. Then again, it's like all I did for the most part was defend that girl. You know what I mean? From everyone, but I guess you just learn that people aren't good people all the time, and they'll tell you, and the red flags be there, but it's just whether you learn to pay attention to them and see it. But I got caught up in our history and past as friends, and it blinded me. It's also my love and needing for love and our own personal problems to see how unhealthy the situation is. It was, and I wasn't perfect, but I was good, and I deserved better. And just be, and with the me, it's like, because I heard some things about her and from old acquaintances that honestly I don't know who to trust, because I heard this and that. It's like she been doing her thing. So as a man and as a human being, even a woman out there, like, and this is what really got me thinking, like, a lot. It's me saying a lot in this video, like, yo, you really have like to let go and move forward, because people ain't gonna wait for you. Even the people that wronged you, you know what I mean? Even the people that was wrong, that was toxic, that was bad, that was evil. Like, I'm someone that sacrificed and gave constantly to my friends, to my loved ones. I'm not gonna say family because they didn't really do nothing wrong by me. I really haven't got a chance to be around them that much, which have led to my own personal feelings of problems and issues. But like a lot of people I was around that I gave for and was good to, like, they wasn't me. I mean, like, and then in another video I'm gonna talk about is just like how, either being the underdog and just me not really comparing or relating to a lot of people, because I always been different out of everyone, and I guess it's like a chosen one, or I'm just a rare person. I'm just different, you know what I mean? I pray for the innocence and purity and wholesomeness, goodnessness, love, respect, care, light, hope, accountability, responsibility, maturity, dignity, loyalty, commitment, dedication, obligation, prioritization, exclusivity, sacredness, and all the positive stuff. When my world and my past is negative, it was dark, it's fucked up, and no one should compare their pain to anyone else's, or what they could see on social media, or what they hear in music videos, because a lot of people, whether it's my old girl, my old homies, or a lot of people I grew up with and went to school with, or whatever, a lot of people became things and people that they weren't, and done things they shouldn't have, following a narrative, following what's been projected and programmed and conditioned to us, that possess and hypnotize us to this day, and have us moving and thinking and feeling and acting wrong. Now, I mean, it's real spiritual, and I always been a very spiritual person without realizing or recognizing. So, not what's like really like put out there and on media, what like a lot of these guys, like, I always been a real spiritual, like connected to a force, and I'm happy that Well, at least trying to be as happy as I can be, because happiness is hard in this world. I'm just trying to be. I'm happy with the fact that, you know, despite everything I've been through and going through in my life in the past, that I'm still a good person. That I'm trying. That I'm externally achieving a lot, and even internally. But always been a completionist, but learning. I'm just learning not to be a perfectionist. I'm just trying to operate out of love and good. I'm trying to motivate and elevate, men and women to become, and do and live better and treat each other better. I'm trying to help black people, my black community, black culture, my race, because for decades we've been on the wrong path, especially what's influenced and inspired and on social media entertainment with sexualization, objectification, drug use, alcoholism, violence, negativity, insecurity, toxicity, and inhumanity. And I'm trying to help tell these females or women that men are human beings too, and it's okay for us to be human, to be sensitive, to emotional and cry, because I was put down for that shit when I was, in my relationship. Like literally thought that she was more of a man than me, when you don't even know what a man is, because you don't know what a man feels. And a lot of brothers, a lot of old friends around me trying to pretend to be men by having hoes and doing all this wild, crazy shit, when it's not being a man, bro. I was like, so both sides was wrong, and it's still wrong to this day as we get older and more misinformed and miseducated. We need to unlearn a lot of things, you know what I mean, and learn who we truly are as human beings, instead of just the common conception of men and women. And I've been feeling in the spiritual world. Today's like what, August 3rd, August 4th, probably August. It's Wednesday, so it's either August 4th. But I've been feeling like, since like the other day in the spiritual world, I felt different, and I've been seeing a lot of things on Twitter and on this, Aquarius Patreon account I follow. Like August is gonna be the month where a lot of things come into fruition and happening. And the one thing I say in my prayers is like, always have hope and always believe. Like I'm gonna run it through y'all, a real important section of my prayer. I pray to continue to heal, learn, grow, mature, elevate, evolve, ascend, transcend, walk, stay, keep, move away, move on and forward, let go, leave alone behind, to forgive, accept, embrace, change, to separate, disconnect, detach the program, to release, to get over, to cut off, to fall back, to overcome, do, be, become, manifest, attract, claim, affirm, to succeed, progress, prosper, attain, to communicate, express myself, open up, tell the truth, to stand and speak up and out, to fight, to not never quit and give up, to always do what's right and the right thing, to always remember, to never forget, to always to believe, have hope, to live life, have fun, to enjoy life, to breathe, to love, respect, care, listen, see, think, feel, hear, know, understand, realize, recognize, empathize, sympathize, and more. Like all those words I just said is an important part of my prayers, because all them words, because they say words are spelled, like words can influence your whole life. Those are words I literally live with every day, that I try to embody and live out. And whether you want to say what happens in hoods or ghettos or broken households or whatever is worse than what I or other people, we really shouldn't be comparing pain, because I'm going to talk about this real deeply in another video and another time. Like, everything and everybody matters. Everyone's pain matters. And it's not fair nor right, because I've been through this, like, oh, they going through this and that, or they don't have this and that, but you have a roof over your head, you have food on the table, and blah, blah, blah. So what are you feeling? Like, I feel everything. And as a good person, as I try and want to be, like good people probably feel the most pain in the world the most because you know good people get taken advantage of, taken for granted, lied to, betrayed, backstabbed, cheated on, used, abused, bullied, harassed, made fun of, and so many top negative bad things that's undeserving for someone and people that don't deserve it, men and women alike. And a lot of people see that, especially growing up, and I say this all the time, seeing that a lot of bad and all the evils was winning, so they became those things and probably had the temporary success, but at what cost? Because God, karma, it's the snowball effect, the butterfly effect, and there's karma. And for every action, there's a reaction, you know what I mean? And people done a lot of bad things, and a lot of bad things start happening to them or others until it start becoming this perpetual loop. And I just hope that a lot of people in my past hopefully finally learned these lessons. Because whether it was for me or them, all I ever tried and wanted for y'all or for people was just to become better and do better and make better choices and decisions. Because yes, you can make your own choices and decisions, but why is it gotta be the negative, toxic, bad, wrong ones? That's all. That's one of the main things I was always literally trying to tell people from the past, man. Even now, it's like why it gotta be this? Cause y'all want to claim y'all not like no one and y'all different, but y'all all literally acting the same, talking the same, behaving the same, thinking the same, feeling the same. I don't know if I said acting the same, and doing all the same things, following the same codes, having that don't ask, don't tell mentality, and just living grimy and foul. It's just like, how can you be an individual when you're doing what everyone else doing? And I just learned that a lot of people are faking and impressionable and insecure because they want to be cool, they want to be accepted, embraced, and who doesn't want that? But you shouldn't be having to live a lie and turn to this fucking monster of who you are to gain that, because you're just going to lose things. People, like, I personally feel like I'm a loser because I've done nothing but loss, not because like I push people away or no, ad, no, advertently or intentionally done so. But when it comes to my friends, my ex, even all these people that was not good for me and everything I was around, I lost them all. And it's probably the biggest blessing in my life because now I'm on a clean slate. So in a way, it's like I don't want to be cocky or prideful and egotistical because I'm trying to kill this pride and ego and say they lost me because maybe it was just never meant to be, or we just had to learn lessons off each other. And I said, like, I learned that my ex was talking shit about me, and a lot of things that I divulged in past videos, and a lot of things I might talk about in videos as a man and just in a human concept. But I wish nothing but love. Know what I mean? I'm not gonna let things and people change me for the worse. Know what I mean? I could be feeling a lot and thinking a lot and going through a lot, but I'm not gonna let all this shit happen in this world turn me to a bad person. Am I a perfect person? No. Am I flawed? Yes. Am I insecure? Yes. Am I imperfect? Yes. Can I have been wrong in times? Yes. Have I made mistakes? Yes. It's part of human nature, but the real mistakes, not like people saying that cheating and lying and manipulating people intentionally or brainwashing people intentionally, because those weren't mistakes. There's a difference between making honest, true mistakes and people making choices and decisions. Cheating is a choice, not a mistake. Like bullying people, hurting people, disrespecting people, dehumanizing, sexualizing, objectifying people is choices and decisions, not mistakes. You know what I mean? And I truly do operate off of love and care and good and hope. But it's just a lot of things and people in my life fucked me over and hurt me and made me believe even to this day, because a couple things that people I be around, because you know that, oh, you acting like a feminine, acting like a bitch, or a girl, you acting like a pussy, you acting like less of a man. Like, fuck them. Why I gotta prove to other grown ass men and women that be living the wrong side of life? Like, I'm happy that at the end of the day, I'm still like, even what I was called the realist, you know, by certain someone, that, and I'm still a good person and keeping it real, but it's just time to really let go and move on and forward from a lot of things, man. Like, yo, if you with me out of my 19 subscribers, man, I hope we blow up soon, even though social media attention ain't everything. It's about yourself, love, respect, and care, and worth, value, happiness, and peace, and confidence. But I just, it's like wanting to, and just trying to influence and inspire people to be truly themselves in healthy, positive, moral, good, loving, caring ways, because that's my aim. Because I've been through the darkness. I've been through a lot of shit in my past. I'm still going through a lot mentally, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, chemically, physically. But God made me strong and made me sensitive, emotional, and empathetic and human to a lot. So I understand a lot of shit. I've always been very understanding and empathizing. It's been used against me, but it's better to love and lost than to have never loved at all, despite what you may think and feel about it. It's just that you gotta let and allow life and God to teach you, man. Like, for real. You gotta let, like, us as people, man, we really need to learn how to think and feel and just be human again. I'm all about being a human being and a humanity back. And that's the aim and goal with this channel and what I inspire to do, because this is my dream. I just always wanted to be a good person and do the right thing. I want to do the right thing and be good. I want to be a good person, and a lot of people can't. I want to do right by women. I want to do right by men. I want to do right by my brothers and sisters in black culture. And I just want to kill a lot of this evil, man, because we living through the rapture right now. You can look at it as the positive rapture or the bad rapture, where the world is ending. But I have a story to tell, and I'm trying to just save these kids and these teenagers and even adults around my age or even older, you know, from participating in all this evil. It don't matter if you're from the hood, if you're from the ghetto, if you're from the suburbs, if you're from the boonies, if you're from America, if you're from Jersey, Piscataway, and Plainfield, or Orange and East Orange, North, like I'm from. Well, I'm from Piscataway and from Orange, East Orange, and Plainfield, but whatever. Y'all get what I'm saying. It don't matter if you're from all these places or if you're going through all the worst things, man. We live in a time where we have the knowledge to become better people and do the right thing. We live in a time where we're good is an option and choice, and we was inertly born with this shit. We know the difference between good and bad and right and wrong, negativity, positivity, like hope and pessimism. You know, exclusivity, loyalty, and lust and promiscuity. We were born knowing these things inertly, but we've been choosing the evils for a long time because we unconsciously and unknowingly, as naive, impressionable, insecure, ignorant, dumb fucking kids, that we sold our soul to the devil. And this ain't no just religious talk. This is real spiritual, real talk. We sold our souls, man. And we need to find ourselves in our true beings again, because shit is heavy, man. It's been heavy and it's been dark. It's been depressing. It's been sad for a long time because we've just been living in fear. Like, scared of ourselves, scared of each other, scared of love, scared of good, like, because no one knows what a good thing is. And when you're a good, nice, kind, compassionate person, people think of you as less. And for people that are good, that are nice, kind, the nice good guys, the nice good girls, you're not less of a human being. If you're sensitive and emotional as a man, as a woman, you're not less of a human being. It don't matter what a woman or a man says about you. Like, you're strong. And I love you and I care about you and I pray for every single one of y'all. I got people I love and care about that I want to link up with, but it's hard to because, you know, the past is hard and there's just a lot of things and people that after 2 years of not talking to people or seeing people no more, I'm really just ready to, even though I've been washing my hands and I'm just truly ready to let go, move on and forward and find love in life again. Because I want to have fun. I want to have good times, but I want to have in positive, healthy, good moral ways and not what's been influenced on me and my people. A lot of people that I grew up with that I wish I could be around, still want to be around, love and care about, but at the same time don't and try to dodge. Y'all know how it go. It's like, you know, you see that picture of, oh, when you see someone from high school and you just try to dodge them, act like they don't notice you. Yeah, I literally feel like that a lot. Shit, it led me to deleting a lot of social medias because social media has really fucked us up as a culture. It's fucked up our real personal lives, and it's just me wanting to become close and personal and intimate, affectionate and human and confrontational positively and with people, because you know people are scared of being close and personal because people got their guards up and people got their defense mechanisms, you know, their coping mechanisms, and I just hopefully with the knowledge and the intelligence, because I am a knowledgeable and intelligent person and I need to speak more positivity in myself because God has blessed me and God has blessed y'all with doing the right thing for people in the world. Because like, look at people like, even though he has a lot of negativity and stuff, like look at Tupac. He was like 23, 25 years old saying a lot of things. And that's what, at least in that aspect, I aspire to be like. I don't want to be like Pac. I want to be me, but it's that positive influence that could be and make it more positive from learning from other people's mistakes instead of making the mistakes myself. Because you can learn from other people's mistakes and not do those things themselves. But people think you got to live things and do things to really understand and feel things. It's not true. Don't let people convince you of that. And I just hope that, you know, the woman of my prayers is out there waiting for me as I'm waiting for her, and that she comes sooner or later or whenever the time is right, when God, whatever time God make it, and that my soul tribe, my family, my brothers, my sister out there is on the same journey as me. You know, the star seeds, the chosen ones, the individuals, the outcasts, the difference makers, you know, the leaders, the ones that aren't followers are just out there, man. Damn, I really need to start getting ready. But I'm gonna wait till 40 minutes. Ever since we was born in a sin, and we all sinners, man. Well, we do have the discipline, mastery, control, composure over ourselves to make the right choices and decisions. We do have a choice. Like, baby girls, you don't gotta be making OnlyFans. Like, just work an actual job and keep your morals, because money isn't everything, brothers. Brothers, you ain't gotta sell drugs, do all this wild shit. Just work jobs and focus. Stay in school. Even though a lot of shit be going on in colleges, but that's like another video for another time. But like, yo, because I grew up around a lot of people that had choices and decisions that felt they didn't and did a lot of negative things. They just made excuses. But I want to just tell y'all that I grew up through all this shit. I've been through a lot, man. I witnessed a lot. I haven't done a lot, or maybe I have, I don't know. But I got the wisdom now, and like I've been told by a wise man, but me and my boy AG was like doing some outreach, like we already have the answers. And just trying to give the answers to my people, and just hopefully, along with me too, that y'all, as we talk to each other, that we listen and we learn and we heal, learn, grow, change, and everything I said in my prayer. But listen, y'all, I need to start getting ready. I thank y'all and I love y'all. I seriously do for being with me. And yo, it's time to wake up. It's time, and it's time to move forward and let go. Let's make a change to this world, y'all, because we can. Well, I thank y'all, and I love y'all. Peace.